I'm kind of doing this now because now is the only real time that I had to really do this. Yesterday was crazy. Or should I say last night? Last night was crazy. Everything was quiet, you know. And everybody was good. They were getting on with their day. Dad was in a bad mood, but like, when is that not a case? But then like, shit hit the fan, the fan hard, like hard.
That right there is fake!
What happened was that my dad had an argument with my sister. My sister, you know, ran off to her room, kind of slammed the door shut. And my dad blowing up like he does, like, I had to go and make sure like he didn't touch her or anything, because he has a tendency to overreact and he does like to get physical, which is not a great thing.
If it was real, that's how you would be treating each other all the time.
It just becomes a whole thing. Like, I try to calm her down, it's not working. He's off somewhere screaming off the top of his lungs and shit just keeps escalating. And then, like, he turns on me because I had called my mother in order to calm my sister down, because we live with our father, not by choice. But I called her to try to calm my sister down, because I couldn't do it, even after sitting with her for like an hour. And then,
right? All of you want to look at me like something is wrong with me. Something is wrong with all of you. How you treat each other, how you treat the adults in this house. That's what's really wrong. And then when all of a sudden when shit blows up, then all the love and emotion and care comes out.
my mom calls him afterwards, and then he just goes off the fucking rails, and then he comes headhunting for her. Like you know, you can tell when somebody is looking for somebody. I was sitting at the dining room table, and I saw him come downstairs to like the ground floor, which is where I was, and my sister was in my grandfather's room, which is also on the ground floor. And so, like, he comes down the stairs angry, headhunting, like you could tell, like, if this was a cartoon, like, he had, like, steam coming out of his ears, and his face would be all red, like it was red. But anyways, he comes and he starts screaming. He's like, who called your mother, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when I had to step in and say, like, you know, I did.
Any other day, they'd be fighting with each other. And any of you tell me that's not true.
And so with that, he starts coming at me. And I'm like, you know what, as long as he's not, you know, fucking with her. So he starts coming at me, and he's just like, you know, he's calling her a bitch. And then I like, at that point, I was like, hey, like, I can barely talk right now because, like, I was screaming yesterday. Like, last night I was screaming. But I was like, hey, don't call her that. Don't say that shit. Don't you dare, blah, blah, blah. And he was like wagging his finger and like poking my chest, and so I grabbed his arm and I was just like pushing him out the room, and I was like, this isn't a way, this is not how you do it, this is not how you do it. And my brother was there, my grandmother was there, my grandfather and my sister were all there. And then
now all of a sudden everybody is bonded together. Like one big happy family. Right? So if it takes one fucking crazy father to make everybody love and care for each other, then that's what I'll do every fucking day.
So everybody was just there trying to make sure that, like, nobody started fighting, because, like, it's usually like if he's heated, that's one thing. If I'm heated, like there's a 6 out of 10 chance a fight. Okay, not a 6, like a 4 out of 10 chance shit will escalate to a fight. Like shit barely escalates to a fight. It always really just kind of ends with him trying to kick me out, which is what he did. He was like, "Get out! I don't want you here." Blah blah blah. And everybody was like, "Stop! Shut up! No, don't go anywhere." Like they were telling me to sit down. They were telling him to shut up. And you know, I was peeved because everyone was telling me to shut up and telling me to calm down. Like I had done something wrong. And then like that's when my stepmother came down and she started being like, go sit down, go sit down. And I was just like, I got pissed at her. So I kind of like snapped at her real quick. And then he got even more mad and he just kept saying like, "Nah, he's out, get out. That's the last straw, he's out." And he just ran upstairs and like fucking opened my closet and just started chucking my shit out the front door. And like it was wild. Like I don't know if I have a picture of the shit I can show you. I'm not sure if I will because like after looking at it, I don't know if I want to put that stuff out there, but I might. I don't know. That's backwards.
It's funny? How's it funny?
No, it's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
Is it funny or is it true? Look at them now. Look at them.
It's not funny, right? Because they will fight every day, but that still doesn't say they don't love each other, right? But that doesn't stop them from fighting.
It's always fighting. So
Right? That doesn't stop them from fighting, but it doesn't say they don't love each other.
Depends on how mad I am. I'm not really generally upset. Like right now, I'm not upset. I'm just kind of I guess you could say, still processing, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, for like a good while, he's chucking my shit out the door. And so like my stepmother and my grandmother, they're like trying to stop him from moving all my shit. He's just chucking more of my shit out the fucking door. And so like when I go upstairs, my brother follows me and my brother sees that like all my shit's outside. And so he goes outside and starts putting my shit back inside. And my dad goes off screaming again and blah, blah, blah. So this goes on for a few more minutes. And you know, everybody's crying, everybody's like upset. And so like my stepbrother David, he was upset, so I comforted him. And then I saw my brother crying, so I grabbed him and I was just like, "Come here, just tough it out, he's almost done." And then like, you know, I don't know now I want to show you guys the clip, but it's basically the result of what happened. And that catches us up to here. Like, shit was just crazy. I like, these aren't the things that, you know, normal people would put on the internet. And like, I'm not faking any of this. This is not fake. This is just a bunch of shit that just went wrong. And it's crazy, and just like, I don't know, I hate it. There's my bus. I'll catch you guys later.